Hello lovelies, I am going to do another toxic makeup best and worst video, this time talking about the brand NARS. Very popular in general, especially here on YouTube. Oh, and also I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who entered the giveaway for the MAC lipstick. I will be choosing a winner very soon and probably will have already done so by the time I upload this video. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for all your comments, for those of you who subscribed, and stay tuned because I already have other giveaways planned. But I also like to, it was nice doing a giveaway, like having it in the title and everything, but I also like to sneak them in my videos sometimes, like I did in my Lush collection and storage video. So yeah, I mostly use, there's two different search engines I use. One of them is Skin Deep from the Environmental Working Group, and the other one is from Good Guide. And I'll have all that information linked below. But I will warn you in advance, the news is not good. In fact, NARS has, according to the Environmental Working Group database, they have 0 low toxin products that they have rated. Their rating scale goes 0 to 2 is low toxin, 3 to 6 is moderate toxicity, and then 7 to 10 is high toxin, highly toxic ingredients. And all of their products scored 3 and above. And there was only one item rated as a 3, and that was a lip pencil called in the color Sadie, and that was 3. Everything else was 4 to 10, and a lot of them were in the high toxin range, 7 to 10. So this is going to be a pretty quick video. I'm just going to run through a quick overview of it, and especially listing off some of the more popular products, such as the Orgasm Blush here, and this scores a 6, which is it's at the top of the moderate toxin range. They did have some blushes score 5, and they had some scoring in the high toxic range, like 7. Dolce Vita scored a 5. Matahari scored a 7. Oh, I have a phone call. Zen scored an 8, very high toxin. All of their lip glosses scored at least a 5, including Turkish Delight, which I know so many people love. I actually used to own it, but I returned it because it smells and tastes like chemicals. I just really don't like it, or I really didn't like it. I don't know if it's just because, I've gotten so many lip glosses now that smell like, smell good and taste good, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. And there's plenty of other really creamy, milky pink lip glosses out there, and many of them are a lot cheaper. Their eyeshadows, I believe, were at least a 4. What's the name of that duo that a lot of people talk about? I think it's Alhambra. I'm not exactly sure how to say it, but that scored an 8. And then the Tokyo duo scored a 10, which is the worst score you can get. The Laguna bronzer, which is in here, the Laguna bronzer scored a 5, although it was from the 2009 formulation, so formulations are always changing. And that's just a caveat I want to say in general, is that these are just the scores that I looked up. As of today, makeup formulations change all the time. They're constantly trying to review new products and more products, so you definitely want to check a rating of a product before you buy it, just to make sure you have the most up-to-date information. Their lipsticks, only one of them scored a 4, and that was in the color Niagara. The rest of them scored 5, 6, 7 in the high toxin range. As far as foundation, they only had 2 foundations rated on there. One of them was the Powder Foundation Compact. In certain shades it was a 4, but then some of the other shades had a score as high as 7. And then the Firming Foundation scored a 10. It had the worst rating possible. A lot of their eyeshadows scored in the high toxin range. Their blushes, both the powder blushes and the cream blushes, lipsticks, loose powders, things like that. So their matte lip pencils scored at least a 6, some higher. So anyway, you get the point. They did not score very well. This is really the only thing I own by them. And yeah, I don't own anything else by them. I also headed over to goodguide.com to check what their environmental rating was, as far as their environmental policies and procedures go, as well as their social policies and procedures. And those scores, they did better. Their environmental score was 6.8, which actually puts them in the best 25% of companies that Good Guide rates. And then as far as their social policies, they scored a 5.6. This is out of 10, which put them in like the better 50% of companies rated. So that's something positive. And that is basically all I have to say about that. Although one thing I found interesting was when I looked over at Good Guide, they did have a couple of NARS items that scored low toxin. One of them was like an eye cream, but one of the things they had listed as low toxin was the Niagara lipstick, which I thought was really interesting because Skin Deep had given it like a moderate toxin score. So I think I've mentioned this before in other videos, but I tend to rely a bit more heavily on the Skin Deep ratings just because it's been around longer. And my phone keeps ringing, sorry. It's been around longer, and I have occasionally found mistakes on Good Guide. Like the certain foundation had scored, they had it listed as like low toxin, and I looked on it, it had like propylparaben, which is a very high toxin ingredient, and Skin Deep had rated it, given a higher rating. But I do like Good Guide because they have more products rated in general, and then they also do the social and environmental responsibility ratings as well. I really like that. So that is the information. I'm not telling you you can't buy NARS makeup. I know it's very popular. I'm just giving you the information. You can do whatever you want with it. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, leave me a comment below, as well as any other companies you would like me to do a video on and research and rate. Give this video a thumbs up if you're feeling it, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. Welcome. My name is Kristen, and I do videos about all kinds of crazy things. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, be good to one another, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, testing. Orgasm. Like, really, when I picture the people who come up with these names, I picture like a bunch of 50-year-old, greasy, balding, out of breath, like wheezing, mouth breathing men. Oh, orgasm, deep throat. Why? Really? Watch, they look nothing like that. But still, that's what I picture. Why can't I put the sentence together? Excuse me.